If two countries looked at the same natural food, would they agree it's acceptable? Because right now, the US is preparing to revoke authorization for some dyes and phase out several more by 2026 to 2027. While other places already run tighter, more explicit lists of permitted colors and maximum levels. In this video, I'll count down 9 natural foods that can quietly depend on synthetic additives, and I'll show you the exact kind of permitted vs non-permitted differences that change what ends up in your cart and in your kids' lunches. Before we move on, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Number 1. Natural vanilla ice cream. Vanilla feels like the safe pick. Plain, simple. But even that clean, creamy look can be built on purpose, and the ingredient list is where you catch it. Brands want the same pale color and the same scoop in every freezer, every season. That takes help. Stabilizer blends, gums, and emulsifiers hold water in place so it stays smooth instead of icy or drippy. Natural flavors can sound farm-style, yet they often mean a processed flavor system designed to hit the same note, batch after batch. And some products quietly adjust color so it looks right, even when the dairy and vanilla vary. Here's the truth. Don't trust the front. Scan for added color, stacked stabilizers, and vague flavor lines. Your rule. Short list, no colors, minimal stabilizers. Number 2. All-natural fruit yogurt. Fruit yogurt sells you a clean health story, but that perfect pink or deep purple can come from a lab plan, not a handful of berries. Here's the problem. Real fruit varies. One batch is darker, one is pale, and sometimes there isn't much fruit at all. But the brand still needs the same strawberry shade every time, so shoppers don't notice the swing. That's where synthetic colors show up. The same style of dyes used in kid foods worldwide, like tartrazine, sunset yellow, and brilliant blue. Yogurt is an easy target because the base is so white that a tiny amount can take over, like adding 1 drop of ink to milk. Bottom line, neon means check the label. Choose dull, uneven color, or clearly named fruit-based color. Number 3. Natural peanut butter. The label says natural, but the jar acts like a machine made it. No oil on top, no stirring, no mess. That kind of stability usually comes from one move. Peanuts want to split. Oil rises, solids sink, and the jar turns into a 2-layer problem. Brands fight that because you hate stirring, stores hate leaky lids, and long shelf life cells. So they add a stabilizer system. Often it's extra fats or emulsifiers that lock the oil in place and keep the spread thick and uniform, like putting a brace on a loose joint. Some countries treat these functional additives with tighter conditions and clearer category rules. In the US, natural can sit right beside them. If it never separates, read the ingredients. Either stir the real stuff or choose minimal stabilizers. Number 4. Natural flavored sparkling water. Sparkling water looks like the harmless choice, but natural flavor can cover a whole flavor system, and you can't see any of it because the drink stays clear. Clear drinks are the perfect hiding place. No color to warn you, almost no calories to slow you down, and a health halo that makes you stop reading after the first line. Here's what natural flavor can mean in real life. Extracted aroma chemicals, blended to hit one exact taste, carried in a base that helps it mix and stay stable. Some formulas also use acids to sharpen the bite, and preservatives to keep that flavor from fading on the shelf, like locking a scent in a plastic bag. The same natural claim can trigger different disclosure rules across borders. If the list runs past water and flavor, treat it like a beverage. Number 5. 100% natural. Deli turkey. Deli turkey looks like one thing: turkey. But that steady pink shade and fresh for days vibe often come from chemistry you didn't ask for. Sliced meat spoils fast, air hits the surface, fat turns stale, and the color goes dull. So producers lean on curing agents and binders to hold color, lock moisture, and keep slices uniform, like propping up a fading photo so it still looks new. Watch the additive pattern. Curing systems, including celery powder natural curing, plus preservatives and texture aids. And don't get trapped by the word uncured. On many labels, it still means cured by another name. Other regulators define cured versus uncured tighter, and police nitrite rules harder. The front is a word game. The back tells you. Buy smaller packs, choose roasted turkey, and demand clear curing disclosures. Number 6. Natural granola bars. Granola bars look like oats and honey, but the bright bits, the glossy top, and the good for months promise point to a different recipe. A bar has to stay soft, not crack, and survive heat in a bag. That pushes makers toward binders and humectants that hold moisture, plus emulsifiers that keep fats from leaking out. Then you get the fruit pieces. Uniform cubes that can rely on color systems to stay red or purple, even when real fruit runs thin. It's like using spackle to keep a wall smooth. Other markets can demand tighter proof on which colors are allowed and how much is used. If you see rainbow chips or perfect berry chunks, read the label. Swap to bars with whole nuts and seeds, or make your own with nut butter and dates. Number 7. All-natural breakfast sausage. Sausage is supposed to be meat and spices, so why does it stay evenly seasoned, evenly colored, and oddly juicy every single time? Factories fight 3 problems: oxidation that turns meat dull, moisture loss that makes it dry, and uneven texture that feels grainy. Additives fix all 3, and all natural on the front doesn't stop that. You'll see binders that grab water and keep patties plump. You'll see antioxidants that slow that stale, warmed-over taste. And depending on the style, you'll see curing adjacent systems that help hold a stable pink-brown color, like putting a sealant on wood. Other markets trigger stricter rules based on processed meat categories. If it looks perfect for weeks, you paid for stabilization. When you want basic, buy meat, salt, spices. Number 8. Natural bottled iced tea. Bottled iced tea sells itself as just leaves and water. But that amber color can be managed like paint, especially when the tea inside isn't consistent. Real brewed tea drifts. It can darken, go cloudy, or taste flat as it sits. To stop that, brands lean on acids to control bite, flavor systems to rebuild fresh brew notes, and sometimes color additives to keep the shade locked. And here's the kicker. Synthetic dyes like tartrazine, also called E102, and brilliant blue, or E133, show up a lot in beverage surveys, with occasional samples flagged for exceeding good manufacturing practice or limits. Drinks are easy to dye and hard to catch by taste. If it's neon or too uniform, check the ingredient list. Choose no added color. Number 9. Natural fruit snacks. Fruit snacks borrow trust from fruit, but their real job is to look like fruit, not be fruit. And that's where synthetic color shows up. Kids' snacks get hit hardest because bright colors sell. Makers blend dyes so strawberry, lemon, and berry look identical across millions of bags week after week. It's like a paint mixing station, not a produce aisle. In the US, you'll see red 40, yellow 5, yellow 6, blue 1, blue 2, and green 3. International testing often lists E102, E110, E122, E129, E132, E133, E143, and E151. Some research flags neurobehavioral concerns, and regulators move at different speeds. Some places cap these tightly and limit them in schools. Your win. Bright means dyed. 2-step rule: choose fruit/veg colors and avoid multi-dye blends. Natural sells comfort, but compliance is what protects you. Different countries force different recipes, and the front label rarely tells you which rulebook your food is built to satisfy. So treat the ingredient list like a border agent. Scan for added colors first because they're the loudest shortcut. Then look for curing systems in meats, even when the package tries to dodge the word. Then count the stabilizers and emulsifiers that keep foods perfect on a shelf. Want the truth about what's really safe? Subscribe now and I'll show you what to avoid and what's actually safe.